Hello, everyone. I am Kimball, somatic leadership coach for highly sensitive and neurodivergent women, business owners, and coaches, and the host of the Sensitive podcast. Today, I am going to be hosting another solo episode, and I want to talk about how nervous system regulation has, in my opinion, become a new form of perfectionism and why that is. So, obviously, as a somatic leadership coach, you'll hear me talk about the nervous system a lot, and I will most certainly die on the hill of how important that is. Uh, Without considering our nervous system and weaving that into our work, if weaving that into our business and knowing how to support ourselves in our nervous system, honestly, business is always going to feel like an uphill slog and an uphill battle. However, I really believe that talking about the nervous system and nervous system regulation and incessantly focusing on it has honestly become a new form of perfectionism, as I said. So I've started to see people refuse to take action in their business unless they feel perfectly, quote unquote, regulated. I see people feel like something is wrong with them when they experience any activation in their nervous system, which then leads to spinning out and honestly going endlessly into digging for more and more things to quote unquote heal. So I want to be clear about something. Nervous system regulation does not mean you will feel calm all the time. It does not mean that you'll only experience positive emotions, quote unquote, positive emotions. And it doesn't mean you will never experience any activation in your nervous system. I want to say that again because I think it's so important. And I think this is the crux of why system regulation, this misunderstanding is the crux of why it has become a new form of perfectionism. Nervous system regulation does not mean you will feel calm all the time. It doesn't mean you'll only experience quote unquote positive emotions. And it doesn't mean you'll never experience any activation in your nervous system. All it means is that your nervous system will respond appropriately to your environment, which honestly sometimes is, in fact, having a threat response is an appropriate response, right? And it means that it's then able to return to baseline without it getting stuck in an activated state. That's what nervous system regulation means. So I'm saying this because I don't want you to get trapped in an action, which is a trap that I see happen a lot. Get trapped in an action based on a faulty understanding of what nervous system regulation actually is, because that defeats the whole entire purpose, right? So instead of constantly chasing regulation, I want to sort of give you a little bit of a different spin, which is my spin that I work on with clients. And that is instead find the right amount of challenge for you and for your nervous system while giving yourself the support you need to meet that challenge and then naturally returning to your baseline. So give up constantly chasing regulation and instead find the right amount of challenge for you and your nervous system. So I have called this the change formula, and it's baked into all the coaching that I do. And it's what allows my clients, and here's the key, to make slow, steady, and this is the big part, sustainable progress in their business. Oftentimes, when we try to do too much too soon and really stretch ourselves in these big ways, we might have huge gains, but then you lose it all just as quickly as you gained it because your nervous system cannot hold that. It didn't expand at a rate where your nervous system capacity was able to hold it. So, the key is finding what feels like a stretch, but still doable for you and baking in that somatic and nervous system support for you while you do that stretch. So, more often than not, people try to do too much too soon, too fast. And that is what spins them out and what activates them too much to actually either A, make progress in the first place, or B, as I said before, make progress in a way that's sustainable. Maybe you make huge gains, but then you lose it all, as I was talking about earlier. So, if you want help with this, I have very rare openings in my one on one coaching practice right now for as long as they last. I will link that in the comments below. And in the meantime, I would really love to hear your thoughts on this topic. I know that this may be a little bit of a different view than what perhaps many people are talking about out there right now. But I think this is such an important topic to discuss. So I would love to hear your thoughts, your experiences with this. Feel free to comment below or to send me a message on Instagram.